Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 11 of Deep Guard. Well, we're going to go today for a lot of little things in between. Previous episode, we expanded on many different scales. We have made a bigger city. We've built the foundations of our MAGMA workshop, and we even created a new barracks for our third military strike force, the blockaded courtesies. So they won't be nice to anybody because they're blockaded at that end. It already amused me in the first place, and it doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. Let's see how if these goblins have any chance getting past the robust rings. I highly doubt it. Yeah, well, they're minced now, which is totally fine for me. Okay, just like I thought, nothing a swarm of vicious dwarves couldn't fix. So, let's unlock the passageway together and see what we'll find down there. Previous episode, we had several warnings about cavern dwellers somewhere. I think I don't even know where. I only have seen that a forgotten beast was fighting with some bat people. So we can only assume that there are some really, really nasty critters out there. Bat people. Of all things, bat people. They fly, they're hard to discover therefore, and, well, whatever. It's gonna be just horrible with these. Okay. At the same time, well, I have made all the apartments here happen already and geared them out entirely between the episodes, except for these three because the floors weren't done there yet. I don't know how far these expansions will get us. The city still needs a lot more room, as we are still at only 126 people. I do plan to expand into the second layer of the caverns with the next part of the city to complete this madness. You see, I have a pretty safe spot here, and we might utilize all this area here for our city. That was the idea of mine. An elven caravan's arriving. Yeah, they can chill out a little bit in my front yard. Maybe they'll take the feather tree egg yolk with them. The previous people have left there, but I highly doubt it. They always leave their mess behind. Right, so we got now more minecarts. Oh boy, it's a game of minecarts. Obviously, sure, I ordered 10 empty minecarts at all times. That makes absolutely sense. Oh my god. So I will discard this job for the time being. We don't need that many minecarts. They grow more numerous every time if I'd be doing that. So we're today also initiating the MAGMA workshop. Oh boy, I've been looking forward to this so much. So where will we pull it off? I think, yeah, here's a good spot. So now, ladies and gentle drunkards, we are going to go this way. So this chamber will be our MAGMA workshop chamber. Currently, we have enough magma for, I think, for 5 workshops. So, next step, we're going to put up another stockpile zone here that only takes minecarts. It's a identical configuration of the other place. And they're going to pull them from this place. Yeah, that's a lot of minecart holding here, I know. Poor fellas. I don't want to be in their position. Alright, battle axes have been ordered. I love that one. So, as soon as the MAGMA workshop is done, we can also safely consider making steel, as we have flux stone to no end, which is one ingredient, and the other necessary ingredient happens to be a carbon source. So the charcoal that we're making, sorry, sudden brain fart because I saw a troll lumbering around there. The charcoal, it will be still important and necessary for the fortress, so that's a thing that we can't turn down and can't turn off, but I don't mind. There's a troll in front of my city, I don't like it. So let's see what happens if we station the red torches there for a moment. Will the creature bite? Look at that. I want some glass too. Yeah, nobody knows where that filthy troll went now. Well. A webbing beast! So, luckily it ain't on my level, but I don't know how interconnected these layers were, or were not. So, let's be wary. Alright, I'm very, very concerned right now. Web-spitting forgotten beasts are the worst of their kind. A forgotten beast is in itself already a problem, but the ones that spit webs, what can I say, they are true menaces upon dwarven kind. Especially since web-spitting just never got properly fixed and balanced. So, this thing is made out of moonstone. I'm gonna follow its paths a little bit, but I lost track of it. Oh boy. So yeah, here we have our first little trouble of many. But luckily, we got ourselves now a little something here prepared a long time ago. So you take a kitten, and then you can have yourself a safe spot there. There's also a larger rat. It's meandering back and forth. Let's take it down for good. Okay, so the beast was fighting somewhere around here. Yeah, well, the real problem is if this thing shows up at my doorstep, it's basically already too late. That's what's bothering me so much about that. So we're going to go for a momentary lockdown. Just a momentary measure until we have loaded and primed up the Forgotten Beast trap properly. Because that's going to be the secondary line of access here. Okay. So we need to complete the trap now. To make sure that a Forgotten Beast really wants to go that way, we obviously also need to present him an entrance to the fortress. So we do. It's a very simple logic. We wait until a Forgotten Beast wants to hit town, and then we lure it into the area here to make sure it goes that way. We put a sacrificial kitten there, and then when we see it, we just slam the door shut here, slam that door shut here, and yeah, the beast is trapped. I just realized that I don't like how I positioned those bridges. I would like them all down here, and then doors, just like I did it here. Ah, well, whatever. I don't think that this will be that massively much of a problem. We're just going to make it the other way than around. Looks a little bit silly and is much less cool that way, but I really don't want to dislodge that lever madness down there and reattach everything again. Ah, no, I could get an instant aneurysma if I don't just think about that. I mean, we need to put up now another array of levers for the chambers here. So that is already seriously enough. Alright. But at least this way the fort always has something to do. Alright, let's check back with our MAGMA workshop to be. Ah, wonderful. The MAGMA ones are already there. So we're now going to carve out the MAGMA holes. It's 4 of them. There we go. So, next stop, mine cards. But first we need to set up mine card stops. This one, I think. Yes. So, auto dumping. This way, and auto dumping that way. Doesn't make sense at the first glance, probably, but believe me, it does make sense when you see it in action. It's actually really cool. Always one of my favorite little things to do. So we need 2 routes. The stop is here. Wait a sec, why does this go to? This is weird. So. And assign a minecart. And I think this was all I needed to do. Ah, now I'm confused. So let's redo that. So here goes 1, 2, 3. And if I'm not mistaken, that's all it takes. As you see there, now we have only a loading amount of 2. That ain't enough. We need another minecart. So obviously we can also do it with just 1. Fun. Splish splash. I'm taking a magma bath. So sometimes somebody can catch fire by now. It's quite literal. We're going to delete that, and now a new stop will be established. And now we're just dumping the minecarts there. And this way we can assign it like this. So first thing first, I want a magma smelter, as this is economy-wise one of the biggest inefficiencies that we're currently running. Smeltering stuff in a non-magma environment is just wasteful, and I don't need that. I did miss that entire process path. I'm so sorry, you made the artifact sock and I miss it all. Yeah. So Leacott is contemplating withdrawal in the year 122. So what artifact did Leacott make though? Come on, guys. We don't have the entire day time. Magma is evaporating. So that bad boy was hauling a... Where is the... It's all assigned properly. Where is the hauler? You lazy bums. There we go. So we can now delete these track stops. It's sort of a cheesy way achieving a magma workshop, I admit, but at the same time I find it a very, very cool procedure. So we're definitely going to make a magma furnace now, a glass furnace now. Why is it blocked at this location? Stop lying to me. Told ya. Okay, and let's add a stop here. And a stop there. These menus are so confusing sometimes. Alright, but the good news is we can now deconstruct the regular smelter because we don't need it anymore. Migrants! More people! Wonderful. So, yeah. It's more legends from previous fortresses. I'm not going to stress myself out right now in watching who they are. Oh, look! The poet! The poet hauled a minecart filled with magma. I think his beard just grew a bit longer. Well, love to see the commitment of our non-dwarven people. Okay. We get there. So we have now that, and the next thing I want is finally a magma forge, of course. For that, we're going to deconstruct the previous ones. To recover the anvils, you see. And then we're going to reconstruct them over there. Progress is being made, step by step. I love this. MAGMA workshops are really a big step forward. 157! We just jumped by about 30 people, population-wise. Holy crap. So, Sodor the Ruthless, you bet. This thing already killed so many people. See, this is this web spitty thing. It went on a rampage since it is here. This is all local deaths. This thing killed 16 elk birds, 7 troglodytes, and one of each Jabra, giant cave spider, reacher, and plump helmet man. Yikes. This thing is bad news. This thing is the reason why we need forgotten beast traps. Because the worst part about these creatures, they do the same thing to no matter how legendary your fighters. You just can't stop them from eating your folks. A farmer's guild. Okay. The guild, the Hall of Birth. That's an interesting name for a farmer's guild. I wouldn't have expected that one necessarily. Okay. So, track stops removing. Let's do the last of these. You can, of course, assign it all at once if you wanted to. I have more than I thought. Huh. Those were more than 10 minecarts, obviously. Interesting. So, the Farmer's Guild Hall, well, I don't know where to build it right now. But probably somewhere over here. Jeez. The seed stockpile is escalating. Yeah, let's build that here. It'll add some nice amount of farmers' workshops into the area there. That's gonna be quite useful at the end of the day. Okay, so we got now 2 forges, or almost got them, because I haven't slapped it down yet. We got a glass furnace. I don't know, do I have clay here? I haven't really looked. So, damp clay wall. Yup. We absolutely can pick clay here. Probably. I mean, yes, we can. We just need to dig it out properly. We can't pick the loam, but yeah, let's do a kiln too. So, magma kiln. Hell yeah. I don't do these too often, in all honesty. I have a weird talent of picking usually spots that are just not featuring any clay whatsoever. It's mostly because I don't value picking clay too much. By the way, I'm picking here dolomite because I just find it more fitting for a farmer's guild hall than iron. I don't know, a iron flooring for a farmer's guild hall? Doesn't feel right to me. It makes it a little bit harder, if anything, as it lowers the value of the locale. But seriously, I don't want to let the mint hordes dwell in some aesthetically unpleasant area. We can do one thing, though, to spice up things a little bit. The farmers' workshops themselves, let's build those out of iron. So we'll have high quality workshops. There we go. Iron workshops are, as a matter of fact, quite worth something. So I think this is a wonderful inversion of our usual procedure. Let's put some engravings down below the workshops. It's a neat little trick to increase the value of the workshops without making everything full with tourist faces. I gotta say, it really, I really don't like it. There's everywhere these little patterns. I mean, I think, for example, here in the doorsteps, they look really cool, but at other points, ugh, seriously, no, please. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. So, we got that, and we got that, and the only thing we are not having now is sand and clay. So, we need sandbags, and we need to collect sand with the condition of sand-bearing items being at least 10. There we go. That should do the trick. So the only thing left to do is to designate the sand collection spot, which I did prepare a long time ago. So probably that should work. We'll see if not. So I don't know if we can pick clay from the walls. I'll try. Try to make this my clay zone. See if that'll work. And obviously we want to do the same for clay. So, but here we go. That's much easier as clay is its own category of items. Collect clay, the amount of clay items, I don't know. Is that really what I want? Type material. Clay. The amount of clay items. It turns out to be clay items again, okay. Here there's no clay. I really got no clue how to activate that thing. So, properties. Material. I think, let's try that. I have really no clue. The easiest way to check whether it works or not is to see if the job gets clocked into the workshop or not. That is the easiest way to try that out. It does often take a while, but we can't leave it like that for now. It's fine. Alright, we just went so much more efficient. And I think since I have a few more of the magma carts left, I'm going to start doing another smelter at least. This is the least I can do. Alright. Magma workshop. Done. Love this. I always am a little bit procrastinating this, as I find it still quite... It is quite finicky, not gonna lie. You still have a lot of stuff to do there. But at the same time, it is pretty cool, not gonna lie. Okay, so far none of these jobs got fired off. That's not good. So we still have enough for 2 workshops, 2.5 workshops. More than I anticipated. So what to do with the other one? I think I'm going to go for a second blast furnace, and we should definitely go for a second magma kiln too. It is just like, I've had that many times before. If somebody is being grabbed by a Fey mood and say he grabs the glass furnace, if you ever then need something from the glass furnace to fulfill the need of the artifact, you're pretty doomed. That happened to me quite several times, because you can't work with the workshop anymore if it's claimed by a moody dwarf. It is locked, as you all might know. And then you need to build a new glass workshop and so on and so forth. So I'd say, yeah, we're going to go full on safety here. We're going to go for a second magma kiln and a second glass furnace, as I really want to make sure that no unnecessary deaths, unnecessary artifact-related deaths will happen. We had already one too many in this fort, and this has to stop before it turns into some weird tradition of deep guard. We really don't want to have that. So, Forgotten Beast keeps ripping through creatures down there. The second layer of the caverns will be really difficult to brave, but on the other hand, it is also an opportunity. There is a web-spitting creature down there that we can capture and utilize. How about that? I mean, this is after all a cavern fortress, and that means we are going to pull all the tricks that you can do, huh? How about that? So, the ruthless creature should be careful, because we might be capturing it. So, yeah, let's see. I really don't know why that didn't work. Let's see if my connections here are wrong. Okay, if I do it manually, the jobs get clocked in, but we need to look into here what is happening. So it's sometimes quite hard. My logs are gone. Need to change that for sure. Ugh. So that is not even what I'm looking for. Good gosh. So, must be here somewhere. Yeah, luckily not the least little bit convoluted. That is a little bit weird. It's either no bags or no proper spot configured. It's always one of these. Anyways, game told me we ran out of logs. Can't have that. Not on my watch. There's so many trees to murder around here. There's no reason to be logless. Let's give them a nice field of annihilation space. And then it is sadly already time again to say goodbye for today. So what can I say? Deepguard is thriving. There's still a little bit of a problem for me to see how things evolve. Especially... Oh look! The clay has been collected. Wonderful. So at least that is not the problem. The problem here is just... is clay items well, ugh. I forgot which one that was. Let's see. Let's make it the other one. And, it's also not that. Let's try that one again. Yeah, at the end of the day, eventually I'll find it out again. I haven't done it since a while, and you totally notice it. It's always the same. Just don't know why the glass pot does not work, though. Anyways, my friends, see you all on the next episode. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for being around. We're going to get things going over the course of the time. Don't you worry. And we're all going to be back next time. Feel free to drop a comment, leave a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and of course, as usual, feel free to support Icon Gaming financially via PayPal, Patreon, or buy me a coffee. I'd be very, very happy if you did. And to everybody who does so, a big, big thanks from my side, alongside with a deep and grateful thought about all the people who are watching this video right here, right now. I really appreciate you guys. So, see you all next time, and have a wonderful day.